For more videos, press the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification to receive the updates directly in your device. Hello friends, I Vikas Nehra welcome you all to our Nehra Classes YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we will learn the installation of the Bugzilla tool in RHEL or in CentOS based machines. But before proceeding further, we will understand why do we use the Bugzilla. Bugzilla is a free and open source bug following and programming testing tool which is written in Perl and use MySQL as the backend database. It is very useful tool to track the bug and change code of the application. For today's tutorial, we are going to use the machine which is running on the CentOS7. So without wasting time, let's get started. To install Bugzilla in our machine, first we will patch our machine. So we can execute the yum update command for the same. And this process will take some time. For this process, our machine should have an active internet connection and we need to keep patience because it is going to take some time. So we have successfully patched our machine. Now we can proceed further. Now in the next step, we need to configure the epel repository in our machine. If you don't know how to configure it, you can watch my videos. I will provide you the link in the description as well as in the I button. For CentOS based machines, you can directly execute the yum install epl-release command. So this will configure the epel repository in our system. Now we can proceed further. Now we will install the lamp stack. So we need to execute the yum install command, and here we will install some packages like httpd, mariadb, mariadb-server. I will provide you these commands in the description of the video. You can copy and paste from there. Press enter, and again this process will take some time. So you need to keep patience here. It can take 10 to 15 minutes depending on the capacity of your machine and your internet connection speed. So I'm going to pause this video for a while and I will show you the process once all these packages are installed. You can have a look at this. Have a look at this. A lot of packages are going to be installed in our machine during this process. So there are 1417 packages which will be installed in our machine. So I'm going to pause this video and I will show you the process once the installation gets completed. So installation has been completed successfully. Now we can proceed further. After installing all the packages, we will start the httpd and the mariadb services. So first we will start the httpd service and we will enable the same so that it can start at its own even after rebooting the machine. And after that, we will start and enable the mariadb. The service has been started. Now we will enable the same and we will verify the status of both. First we will check the status of the httpd service. Service is up and running fine, and In the next step, we will check the status of the MariaDB. So both services are good. Now we can proceed further. Now we will do the configuration of the MariaDB database. So we will execute mysql_secure_installation command. Now it is asking for the password. Here we can just press enter. Now it is asking us to set the root password. So press Y and press enter. Now you can set the new password which you want to allot. After that, you need to remove the anonymous users. Press Y and press enter. Then disallow the root user login. So you can just press Y and press enter here. Again, press Y to remove the test database. Then again press Y to reload privileges table. We are done. Now we can proceed towards the next step. Now we will restart the mariadb service. So we can execute systemctl restart mariadb command for the same. We can proceed further now. Now create the Bugzilla database and user using the below steps. So there you need to execute mysql-u root-p command like this. Now it will prompt you for the password. Provide the same password that have you mentioned in the previous step. Now create database and follow the steps carefully. You need to follow the same steps. Just copy and paste the commands from the description of this video. Now flush the privileges, execute flush privileges command, and you can exit MariaDB now. So just type exit and press enter. Now we are good. We can proceed further. Now we will do the installation of Bugzilla on the CentOS server. So we will download it by using the wget command. After the wget command, we will mention the URL. Just copy and paste the URL from the description. So we have downloaded the zip file. Now we will unzip it by using the tar-xvzf command. The file has been unzipped successfully. Now move the extracted directory into the Apache web root. So for that we can execute the mv command like this. Now in the next step, after move the directory, we need to change the ownership of the Bugzilla directory. So for that we can execute the chown command. And here make sure that the user and the group is Apache. After that, we need to install all the required Perl module into the system. So we will go to the where www HTML directory, and there we will go to the Bugzilla directory. So we can execute the cd command for the same, and then we need to execute this command there, and this process can take few time, so we will wait. So everything is okay. We can proceed further. After completion of the installation, we need to edit the local config file. So we can open the local config file in vi editor like this, and there we need to add these lines in this file. Go in the insert mode and save the file after pasting these lines. After that, we will execute the check setup.pl file. It is saying please edit the .local config and rerun the check setup. So let's check the local config file again, and there go at the last line and add the same data which we have added in the previous step, and after that save this file. Now again we will execute the check setup.pl file. This time everything would be okay. It will not throw any error this time. Have a look at this. Now it is asking us for the email address of the admin. We can mention here root @ and the IP address of this machine, 192.168.1.136 in my case. Then it is asking for the real name. You can mention any name. I will mention here John. Then it is asking me to provide the password. Provide the password 2 times, and the check setup.pl is completed. Now we can proceed further. Since Apache is not aware of the Bugzilla, so there we will open the Apache configuration file for the Bugzilla, and we will add the configuration lines there. So we will open the bugzilla.conf file in VI editor, and there we will append these lines. There we will specify everything. Go in the insert mode, add these lines, and after that save this file. Now in the next step, we can restart the httpd service. So we can execute systemctl restart command for the same. Now we will add the firewall rules. So we will add port number 18 the firewall so that it does not block the access from this port, and after that we will reload the firewall configuration so that the new rule can get implemented. Now in the next step, we will test the access. So we can execute this command. Press enter. Now we will test the configuration. So we can execute this command here. Everything is okay. Make sure that your SE Linux is running in the permissive mode. If you are not getting this output, make your SE Linux permissive and then recheck it by running this command. So everything is good. We have successfully configured the Bugzilla in our machine. Now we will try to open it from the web browser. So there we will open a web browser on the same network, and there we will mention the IP address of our machine along with the port number 80 like this. The IP address of my machine is 192.168.1.136, and after that I will mention colon and I will write there 80 and press enter. So here it is. So we can see the main page of Bugzilla. That means we have successfully configured the Bugzilla in our system, and there we can click on the other links and check if it is properly working or not. So you can have a look at this. All the links are working here. In this way we can very easily configure Bugzilla tool in Red Hat or in CentOS. Hope you will find this session useful for you. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues, and also give a like to this video. And if you are new on our channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Take care.